If I had to do input in a 1D array, let's assume I had to input values using an input dialog box. So in a button, I'll say for I assign the value 1 to 5 to begin. Okay. And then you would have your array, which we're calling ARR1D. Position I, it's going into position I. And here we're going to have our string to int. And you're going to have your input box. I'm going to not complete that. I'm assuming your, whoops, what's going on here? Oh dear, that's not meant to happen. Okay. And then you would say end. There we are. All right. Okay. So we are having, that is how you would do things in a 1D array. Now in a 2D array, using a nested for loop, we're going to go for R, assign the value 1, 2, 3, 3 rows, do begin. And then we're going to say for C, assign the value 1 to 4, do begin. And in exactly the same way, we'll say ARR2D, but now specify R, C, takes on the value. And then you're going to go string to int, and you'll have your input dialog box. And you'll go end, and you will go end. There we go. So here it is using your two nested for loops that will allow you to do input. So in the 1D array, as the loop was changing, I was 1, you're putting a value into cell 1. It goes back up. I becomes 2, you're putting a value into cell 2. I becomes 3, a value into cell 3, and so forth. In the 2D array, R is first 1, fixed at 1. Okay, R is fixed at 1, and then C becomes 1. And then you're putting a value into RC, which is 1, 1. And remember, when you hit the end, you go back up to the C, so R remains 1 and C becomes 2. And then you're inputting a value into 1, 2. And then C becomes 3. You're putting a value into 1, 3. And then C becomes 4. You're putting a value into 1, 4. If we go back to, no, that's not going to work because of the annotations that still remain. Okay, so, but if you remember 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, that was the first row of the array. And then when we go back up, R becomes 2, then you're going to go 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, which then works with the second row of the array, and so forth. Guys, I'm hoping that you'll get the idea and you get an understanding of how this is working.